Project Scrooge, it's huge. It involved primary schools and high schools. The idea behind the project really is that we engage young people in the work of a professional theatre company.
What originally happened is we had a dramaturg coming from Lyceum who worked with our children. We looked at the Project Scrooge, the Christmas Carol. We talked about what happened in the play, looked at how the past, the present and the future have an impact on life. And for the children to make it more real to them, we talked about celebrities and put a more modern twist on it.
It's about putting the tale, A Christmas Carol, into modern versions.
Well, each group had to pick a celebrity and we had to make a scene about her getting visited by the past, present and future.
I think it's good because rather than just we watching a film, we are getting to play it and take the roles of the people.
This is an extended project whereby over this period of 6 weeks, the school and the Lyceum can develop a partnership and a relationship that will culminate in young people performing and creating their own work, and also in the school coming to the Lyceum Theatre to see the production, and a huge amount of learning along the way.
I'm looking forward to go to Lyceum because it's big and I've never been there before.
I think that when we go to the Lyceum, it will be really light inside. You see fancy.
We come from quite a socially deprived area, so we don't have any specialists and things in the school, and they're quite a good bunch to work with. They're very drama orientated, they work well together, so I just thought it'd be quite nice for them to experience the expressive arts.
Whoa, that's huge. Look at the chandelier. I thought it was amazing because the chandelier was really grand and the seats and everything.
It was really amazing, incredible. It was really nice, yeah, I liked it.
Not many of them have probably set foot in a theatre, let alone behind backstages of a theatre, so to have the experience that they might not necessarily experience firsthand with families or out with school, it sort of lets them see things that they might even want to move on to and do later in life.
They make valuable links between the arts organisations and schools and what children are learning and doing in schools, but particularly projects like this, they really cut across all curriculum areas, so they're using the arts to actually open up learning in all kinds of other areas. They're also very good for developing skills and particularly creativity skills, which is what I'm really interested in.
We're looking at lots of different curricular areas all at once, so we're not just focusing on one area and taking it across the curriculum. We're really looking at how our literacy can be brought into our social studies topic, how we can bring it into drama, and really sort of ticking a lot of our experiences outcomes throughout the curriculum. So. Basically, today's session finished off our Lyceum project. The children were able to, having worked on their script writing, their stage management, they were able to then perform today to members of our school, visiting members as well. So they were able to sort of bring it all together and give a final performance, and it went really well on the day.
We looked through the Christmas Carol, and then we looked at what we liked the most about it and what inspired us. And so what we've come up with is a very modern version of Charles Dickens' story. So you won't see anything like this before, because this has never been performed before, and you won't see anything like it again, because this is all work with this class, and it'll be absolutely amazing. So we really hope you enjoy it.
When you get outside agencies coming in to work with the school, it's a new sort of person for the children to look at and respect, and I learn off them and they learn off me, so definitely working together gets more from the children, I would say.
Obviously we would want them to be thinking and talking, and the schools to be talking with them afterwards about the confidence that they're maybe developing and about the different things that they're doing and what they're learning. There's also something about learning just should be fun. And this is fun, and it's really good to partner up with arts organisations. It brings a different set of adults into the classroom with different skills and, you know, a different outlook on life. And it's often really good for young people just to have that. So performances like this should be fun. They shouldn't be hugely stressful, but it's that tension between a little bit of stress and a little bit of fun is actually where you get the best work.
I think the theatre is for everybody because it should be something that everyone can share.
What I would like to see happen is that there will be lots of young people feeling confident enough to share what they've done and hopefully share some of not just the experience but be able to teach people that are coming to see us on Thursday little bits and pieces of what they've picked up and learned on the way, because seeing them being able to not only experience it but feel confident enough to pass that on is something really important.
We hear from teachers that there have been some amazing learning journeys that individual young people have taken in terms of building up their confidence, and it's not even necessarily about young people taking the spotlight. It's actually about group work and teamwork and sharing ideas and having the confidence to put an idea forward and to see that idea developed into something that can be enjoyed and shared by an audience.
We're doing research, then we're gonna decorate, blow them up, decorate them, and then we're gonna put them up. So it's basically it's a bit of everything. It's actually really quite fun, like the fact that we have no classes for the next 3 days. But if it was actually really interesting because I really enjoyed the play. It was a really interesting play.
Being given an opportunity like this where it's off timetable and there is definitely no right or wrong, and being able to impart that to the children as well, so they're not looking for a final answer, sort of reflects the way that you teach, and it's quite empowering as a teacher.
I think all you have to do is look around. Normally a science environment is very controlled, but it's controlled by staff, whereas this environment's been controlled entirely by the students that are with us. So really they have creative control to actually not have such a structured thing for them to do and to let them run with their ideas. I mean, you would do that a little bit when you were planning investigations. You'd let them run with their thoughts, but certainly not to the degree that their imaginations have run really quite wild.
I think it's probably a slightly different approach from what we normally do, and it's good to be actually given the chance to work with the kids at this level, whereas we're creating things together as we go.
I think our students will be really proud of what they've created. I think they're pretty enthusiastic just now, and I think once everything comes together, you know, they can focus on their own little bit just now, but I think it will be something that they're proud of.
We've just had our first full dress rehearsal with lighting on this space that we're going to be doing our performance, and it was amazing. It really was. It was quite emotional actually to see them and where they've come from since the first day when we were just wearing whatever they came in and just going for it flat out. So it was great. The confidence is soared, and that's what they've said. It's not just noticeable, it's them actually recognising that and reflecting on how confident they've become. So it's really good.
I would very much like to see more projects like this. In terms of the Curriculum for Excellence agenda, this is actually how we want young people to be learning in the future. Absolutely fits in with the future direction of Scottish education, of bringing subjects together and working across themes and across subject areas.
What we've got is we've got young people engaged in projects which make sense to them. They're set in a really good context because of the theatre work in the Lyceum, the fact that they can see productions and build on that. The Lyceum have been superb with this. They've really opened the projects up. They're not traditional theatre link projects, much broader, much wider. Everybody's taking chances in this, and as a result, I'm seeing people coming out of their comfort zones, taking on challenges they wouldn't otherwise, and young people really learning from them.
We've been asking people to come in and leave a review about what they've been seeing, and what they've said so far is that it's good and they've enjoyed it.
I think this is a really good example of an innovative, exciting theatre taking on a project, not just because it's good for them, but because it's a project that's good for everyone that's involved.
Absolutely fantastic. They just have that knowledge and everything, just to try and bring it all together. And if there's something that we were thinking, oh, we can't really do that, they've always had such an amazing attitude of you can do it, and they had that can-do attitude that really spurred us on, and their expertise are fantastic.
It's really important for a company like the Lyceum Theatre to engage with the wider community. We can't just sit back and wait for an audience to come to us. And as a publicly funded organisation, we do have a responsibility to engage as widely as we can. And schools are really important communities for us. So it really is a fantastic opportunity for us as a theatre company to make friends with the Edinburgh community, and for young people in Edinburgh to come and be part of what this incredible organisation has to offer.